Hey, good morning. I'm doing my 10 o'clock show. I've been talking about it for a while. And although I don't like doing it on Wednesdays because the Bearded Picker is on right now, and I really like watching his show, but I had to just leave it to come over here and start this. I've got a bunch of Amazon orders to package up. Guess what they are? You guessed it. I am packing up some more canning jars. I finally did what I've been saying I was going to do, which is revisit my listings and make some adjustments. I moved some of these to a different listing, as well as adjusted my price a little bit, re-looked at it and said, okay, I can drop it the $3 that it kind of was staying at. So let's say hello to some folks here in the chat. Good morning, Michelle. Hopefully you're still around because you logged in a little early. Good morning, Tamara. Got the coffee and starting my shipping. Hope that you are busy shipping for a long time because that means you got a lot of sales. Good morning, Mama. That's Linda Robinson. Good morning, having my breakfast and watching. You know what I had for breakfast today? I had some corn pops. I went to the grocery store yesterday. You know how long it's been since I've grocery shopped? Like a really, 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 really long time. Probably, well, I can't even guess. But I started doing grocery pickup before the coronavirus. So I've been doing Walmart pickup for my groceries for like ever. And yesterday I went to pick up some stuff for the new RV, and I said, I'm going to do some grocery shopping for the next couple of days because tomorrow we're going to be heading out. So I bought food for yesterday and tonight. And I saw corn pops in this cereal aisle, and I'm like, I am going to try corn pops again. It's been a long time since I've had corn pops, and they were pretty good, but I kind of like my shredded wheat, I think. My frosted shredded wheat a little bit more. And the color of my milk showed you how much sugar is in it. It was like crazy yellow when I got done. Good morning, Holly. Welcome back. We missed you on Monday. I hope you had a nice trip. Good morning, Claudia. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carlene. Look at you guys all in here when I do 10 o'clock. Let's see. Good morning, Laura. And you shopped old school style is what Holly said. You are correct. Old school style. It was kind of weird. So, I'm fully vaccinated, and I did that one when I did it. You guys all know my daughter was really kind of pushing us into getting vaccinated because she believes all the hype and everything. And I was on the fence. Like, I still kind of like wanted to see how things played out. I'm not one that runs and does something that the medical professional, the medical community says right off, like the HPV vaccine. I waited a few years before my kids ended up getting that. I just would rather see the mass public be the guinea pigs and me not be one of them right away. And so I was on the fence, and I ended up doing it. Plus, when they lifted all the mask mandates and stuff, it was just nice to be able to go in and be like, yeah, I am, knowing that I was truthful, saying I am fully vaccinated. I can go into these stores, even though there were people going into them without a mask that were not vaccinated. Like, I feel better knowing that I'm not lying. And I went into Walmart yesterday, and I had been putting it off because I was watching, I don't even know whose channel it was, but they were in I think it was the Flipping Accountant, and he had a mask on. And I'm like, wait a minute, he used to not have a mask, and now he's wearing a mask again in his videos at Walmart. And I thought, oh, that means Walmart is mandating masks again. So I have been putting off going to Walmart because I want to say I refuse to wear a mask again, but no. I mean, I went to the casino last week, and they've never lifted their mask mandate at my casino. So I know in order for me to go there, I have to wear a mask. It's kind of the price I pay for my entertainment. And I went into Walmart yesterday, and it said that it is highly recommended. And right when you walk in, there was a big announcement about wearing your mask and all this other stuff. And I look around, and everyone's got a mask on. I didn't have one. The guy walking in with me did not have one, but he ended up picking up one of their disposable ones. And I was like, nope, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. And I don't know how long I was in there, maybe 10 minutes. I kind of started feeling mask shaming. And I was like, all right, I don't like confrontation. Someone's going to call me out for not wearing one. So I put my mask on. I think I had it on for maybe 5 minutes. And I was like, it's too hot. I'm not wearing this effing thing. And I took it off and I shopped the rest of the time without my mask. But I made sure I always kept 6 feet. I would go down and around another aisle so I wouldn't walk by somebody. Like I was trying to be really good at really being good at the 6 feet thing. So I was doing that. I went to self checkout, checked myself out, just all that. So I tried to do that. But yeah, I really, really do not want to go back to the mask. Do not want to do it. All right. Good morning, Tio. How are you today? See my West Coasters. You guys are popping in. I love it. Claudia says I'm fully vaccinated, but since I'm recovering from cancer, I take maximum precaution. Yeah, my mom is like, yeah, I'm going to start wearing my mask again. I think your safest precaution is just not to go in public, because wearing a mask doesn't protect you. It protects others around you. So if you're fully vaccinated and you can be asymptomatic, it's just going to protect other people from getting sick. Our numbers here in our county are just outrageous. We went from like in the low 10s to 20 people in the county that had COVID for the last few months, and we're at, like, I think it was yesterday was 292, and there's 14 in the hospital. So it's definitely has taken over around here. There's no new deaths though. We haven't had any new deaths in quite a while. I think the vaccine is helping with that, because we all knew when we got the vaccine that we were not gonna, that we could still get COVID, but supposedly we weren't gonna get severely sick and or die. Anybody else dealing with flies? See that fly? We have been dealing with so many flies. Let's see. Hi Tamara, I'm going to listen while I take photos. Alrighty, Beth. Good luck on your photo taking. So let me just give you guys a little update on what I'm doing, and then I'm going to finish packing. I actually came down here this morning about 8:30, and I've been packaging orders because I relisted my canning lids, or I guess I had them listed, but I readjusted my price, and I think I sold out. Well, although I just packaged all my wide mouth, and I still have 14 left, which means somehow one whole, and I calculated how many I had and put the exact number in, but somehow one fell off. So I need to re-put that one in, and I should sell that 12-pack today if I put it in there. The price had gone up, which was really good. I came down here and reorganized my office, and that's where I found that I had some wide mouths because I had some returns, and I opened up my returns and I relisted them, and they sold, and the price had gone up from, I was selling them, I think, for $96, and it's up to $102 now. So that's awesome. Next, I had the regular mouth jars or the regular mouth lids. I readjusted my price. I figured it out, and I was like, okay, I'm still going to make, I think it was $13 or $14, something like that, for every 6-pack. So I said, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and adjust my price, because I've been at that higher price for a month and they just weren't selling, and it was only like $2 or $3 difference. So I said, I'm just going to drop it back down, and I think I'm probably sold out of them if my numbers are correct. So that's what I've been packaging. But I do have, let me pull it up. I have a Poshmark sale, which let's get those non-Amazon done, and then I'll jump into Amazon, because that's pretty much going to be talking to you guys, because it's going to be the same thing over and over again. I'll probably just, as I see the numbers go up in the room, I'll just reiterate that I'm packaging for Amazon and their kenning lids. So all those latecomers will know what I'm doing and not wondering why I'm not telling them each time I grab a box. But I sold on Poshmark. So yesterday I had to ship my daughter something, and I said, well, since I'm down here, I might as well do some shipping, because I had enough time to do other stuff, because I normally don't ship on Tuesdays. And I ended up shipping, and I think I had 12 orders that went out yesterday. some really good things. And the whole time I kept saying, oh, I wish I was live so I could show everybody what I'm selling. But I had another order on Poshmark. So again, that closet clearer I think really has helped. I also sold my little gremlin here. And I was going to tell you how much I paid for him, but I don't know. I got him at TJ Maxx at Christmas time. So I've had him for a while. And he sold for $30. Plus, of course, on Poshmark, the buyer pays shipping. So I got to figure out, I wonder if he'll fit in a, I don't think he's going to fit in a shoebox. Let's see. I don't think he's going to fit in a shoebox. But I'm going to just check and set just to see. I sold one of these recently. Yeah, look, it just barely doesn't fit. Oh, I couldn't. Yeah, I won't be able to squeeze it in. It'll be too tight. So that won't work. What should we do? We can do a 12 by 12 box because, again, the buyer paid shipping. So I got to go get a 12 by 12 box. I don't have one right here. Hey, thanks. You like my new glasses, Claudia? I was at TJ Maxx this week and they had these they're in 3-packs on clearance for $3. And I said, I got to get these. They're I think they have like almost like an aqua color or something, or teal or something in them. They're kind of hard to see, but I got 2 other pair too that are different colors. I got to try them. Okay, I got to go get a 12 by 12 box. Hold on. Yeah, those are 7 by 7. I thought I had some right there. All right, I grabbed a few extra. Let me throw you. Throw you over there. That area right there is a mess. I'm trying to get this office reorganized because it is ridiculous. Okie dokie. I've been working on an Amazon FBA shipment. So that's what I did yesterday. After I packaged, I went to the post office. I had to go give my blood because I went on Monday. It was crowded. So I went yesterday to do my lab work. Then I went to Walmart. And then I came back here and I did FBA shipment. And I've been packaging that stuff. Oh my gosh. You guys will see. So depending on what time I get done all this, I might stay live and continue with my FBA shipment. I do got to go to Lowe's and get some more boxes to ship it in though. Let's see. I put you in. You're a little too big. I think I have some air bubbles over here. Let me see. I am surrounded by FBA prepped stuff, so it's hard for me to move right now. No. I don't know if I can reach it. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall into my pile of. So my mom is always giving me bags of bubble wrap and stuff, which I love because that's what I get to use for this. Oh, I should keep that bag. All right. I'll give you guys a sneak peek to what I'm sending in to Amazon. Some of the stuff I decided to do FBM on it instead of FBA. Download shipping. I haven't sent anything into FBA since May, I think. It's been a long time. I gotta print my label. I still love my Munbian printer here. Love my printer. There's my box. All right. That one is gone. And I think I only have one other item to ship. My sales were non-existent on... Oh, no, I did have one eBay. Nothing on Facebook, which is unusual. I did have a couple Etsy. I already did those up. And let's see. I sold this combat roach killing bait. So I picked this up on clearance. I paid $4 for it. I sold it for $13.88 plus shipping. These I have been doing on Amazon, and they had done really, 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 really well on Amazon. So I picked up more of them, and then they just died. And I haven't sold any on Amazon. So I sold the one on eBay. So I cross-posted them. I can sell hazmat, and I think maybe some of it could be because I didn't send it in. Normally I ship stuff like this to Amazon, and I think that makes a big difference when it comes to selling hazmat. I think people just like to buy from using their Prime, and even though I offer free shipping, if they're sorting stuff by Prime, they're not going to see it. And when I was first Prime member, I don't know how many years ago, like a long time ago, before I was reselling full-time, I would go on Amazon and I would sort just by Prime because I just wanted to use my Prime benefits. So if somebody's doing that, they're missing out on my FBM. And I think there's probably people who do that because they just don't know any different. Okay. I want to fill up the empty space so this isn't just rattling. All right, let's see how much you weigh. 6.4, so 7 ounces. So the last 2 nights, my husband and I have slept in our RV in the parking lot, in our driveway. Our driveway is not a parking lot. Just print. So we were going to go to the local state park, but they require a 2-night reservation, and we just didn't want to do 2 nights. We wanted to do 1. And they say when you get a new RV of any sort that you should test it out at a local campground just in case you run into any issues and all that. So we wanted to do that, but we couldn't. So I said, why don't we just spend the night here? We'll just make pretend like we're camping right here in our driveway, and we just don't go in the house for really anything. So we've been doing that, and it's been nice because then we can write down like, oh, we forgot to get this and we forgot to get that. And like I kept saying, oh, we need a blanket. I need a blanket. And then I forgot to grab a blanket yesterday. And then last night I needed another blanket. I kept saying I need a blanket. So I got to remember to bring a blanket out there. We have a quilt on the bed, but we have in the living room area, we have the table, and then we have a TV that we watch TV at night. And it's not that comfortable because I'm not a thin person. So I said, I got to lose weight just to fit in my RV. Used to be when I was flying all the time for work, I would say, I need to lose weight so I can buckle the seatbelt on the airplane. I used to carry, because some airplane seatbelts were shorter than others. And I used to carry in my bag a seatbelt extender because it's embarrassing to ask a flight attendant for a seatbelt extender. The one time I asked, the lady, the flight attendant came walking down the aisle, just swinging it like this. And then she like dangled it over me. I was so embarrassed that I didn't give it back to the airline. I kept it and I just used it anytime I would fly after that. But I was like, I've got to lose weight so I can buckle. And when I had lost 40 pounds, I was so excited when I flew the first time that I could buckle the seatbelt with ease, with no issue. I didn't have to suck it all in to get it buckled. Because once I'd get it buckled, it would be all right. I never felt it was tight, but just getting it buckled, because you're so like, it's tight on an airplane, especially if the other person is already sitting there. So now I'm like, I've got to lose weight so I can fit in the RV better. Like I can fit in and eat, but to sit there and relax, it's just challenging. And so I like to sleep. We have on our cab, we have a bed area up above, and I've been laying up there to watch TV. But I need a blanket because it's been cold. He has the air conditioner blaring and it is so cold. So we've been doing that, testing it out. So I got up this morning, came into the house. I showered in our house instead of in the RV though. And then just came down here and started working. So that was our test run. So now I feel a little more comfortable if we were to actually take it and go somewhere. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Later this afternoon, I'm sorry, my nose is itchy and I've been trying not to scratch it on air, but I had to scratch it. It was driving me crazy. We are going to, when I get done this and hopefully get my packaging done, my UPS shipment done, we are going to go with the RV to a local state park that has a dump station that's wide open. You don't have to like pay you don't have to go through the registration or anything. You can just drive right up to it. So we're going to go and do that and empty out our black tank for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. You guys are all quiet on me. I always get worried when you guys stop talking. I'm like, am I still being heard? Should I pull up YouTube? Should I make sure I'm okay? That I'm still live and they haven't kicked me off? Let's see. That is it for my orders going out that are non-Amazon. Just go back to my Amazon orders. So I still have 23. Yeah, I still got 23 to package. I think I had 34 this morning. And let me just double check. I think they're all order of one. And they're all the regular mouth. So they're all these regular mouth, which is good. Laura's packaging items. Awesome. Okay. So the challenge I have right now is that I have my wide mouths and how I package them down to a T. The regular mouth is a little trickier because they're a little smaller and they fit differently and stuff. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to be packaging these, because when I put them in, believe it or not, a 6-pack fits into a 6x4x4 box, but it's priority mail. So sometimes it's better to take this and stick it in a flat rate padded, and sometimes it's better to just do cubic and ship it in this. But I only got 4 of these left. 4. So I need to come up with my plan B is going to be afterwards. So if I have to put this into a flat rate envelope, then I am not going to use this box. I'm going to use probably the 8x4x4 box and then put that in. I might just, for those who are around, at one point I ran out of these boxes and I was still selling these canning lids. I did not plan ahead, just like this time. I didn't realize I was out. That was on my to-do list this week, is to re-inventory. And I just bubble wrapped them and then put them in the padded. I had no customers complain about damaged products. So I'm thinking I might be able to get away with doing that again. We'll see. All right. So thank you for those who checked in and said something. I was getting worried. It got so quiet. So Carlene says that's good. You're testing it out all before you go on a long trip. Yeah. I'm ready to go on a trip though. Like, we're so excited to use it. We finally found some regular size canning lids at the local Amish store. There was a limit of 5 per person. Yeah, there should be. So when I was at the store yesterday at Walmart, I was looking at getting some pectin because I want to make some hot pepper jelly, because we just harvested a ton of hot peppers and tomatoes. And see how perfect they fit? A 6-pack fits perfect in these. And one of the workers walked up to me and said, "Do you need any canning lids? This is the only box in the whole store." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure. I'll take that. Thank you." I'm like, they're so hard to find this year and last year too. And so I got one extra box, a random box. All right. So there is a single box listing on Amazon. So if this is not padded, let's see the cheapest. Flat rate, legal, padded. So we might not use this one for this order. Cubic, $9.52. All right. So let's bounce. And let's go find another one. Let's see. Iowa. How are you, Iowa? Can I want to do cubic, $8.12. Nope. Let's get rid of you. Okay, this is going to be kind of a pain. So let's see. Kentucky. Hey, Lexington. How are you? Let's see where you go. Oh, here we go. Cubic, $7.81. So that is who I want to use this box for. That's who's going to get this one. Print. So should I tell this Lexington, Kentucky, they should go for a drive to where you are, Holly? They can find some. They can get at least 5 of them. Alrighty. Well, of course I'm not going to do that because I want them to buy from me. All right, let's do these 2 are going to be flat rate. So let's do, so they're going to be in these. And let's see, I have 20 something. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I only got 14 boxes left. This was not planned out well yesterday when I was getting excited and getting these relisted. So I'm going to try and ship these without a box. Let's try this. Let's just do the bubble. Let's see how that works. Last year I picked up 2 orphaned 4-packs of toilet paper from an employee walking around announcing he had the last 2 packs. It's funny. Gosh. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought if somebody would have told us that we would be in this predicament of short supplies of stuff, not finding toilet paper, not finding canning lids. You can't buy a new car. That used car prices from 2 years ago would be less than what they are today. It's just crazy. And that we'd be wearing a piece of cloth on our face. I find it kind of amusing in a way. I don't think we would have ever thought that we would have been in this predicament. All right, so I'm packaging this like a present. Hopefully they don't move. I didn't get any complaints about this last time. So I'm hoping they don't have any complaints this time. But I do get worried about them getting crushed. Should I have I could have put, like wrapped it around some cardboard, but I don't think I have any bigger pieces that are plain. All right, flat rate padded. I guess that would be a plat rate, a padded flat rate. Create my own language. I can't believe prices are going up again. So disappointed. All right, good old state of Washington, Burlington, Washington. There's that one. And since I was already packaging, I already have my IKEA bag all set to go to fill up, which makes it so much easier. All right, there's 3 there, 3 here. So I'm excited to go, and isn't that crazy? I'm excited to go and flush our black tank for the first time. For those who don't know, your black tank is where your poo goes when you flush your toilet. They call it the black tank. And then you got a gray tank, and your gray tank is where all your other water would go, like down your sink, take a shower. That goes into your gray tank. Vintage ashtray. I was just watching Fat Bird Finds yesterday, and she picked up these Met Life dishes, and they had some ashtrays in them. She's going to actually, it was a whole set, and she's going to part it out. And she was saying the ashtrays will bring a good dollar amount. I sold an ashtray one time. I think it was a tin ashtray. I picked it up at a garage sale, and I ended up flipping it. I really wish I would have held out for the price, but it was when I just started reselling again. So it was like 5 years ago. And it had an adult theme on the inside of the ashtray. And I guess those are kind of highly sought after by some collectors. So I didn't know that. And I did look up comps and stuff. And I feel like I priced it pretty good. But I probably, I don't know. I don't even remember how much I sold it for. But I definitely could have held out and gotten more for it. My brother-in-law, Holly says, my brother-in-law works for UPS in their large shipping area. He said that shipping is delayed in all parts of the country, mostly a labor shortage. I expect supplies, etc., to be erratic. Yeah. See, I think that even last year we found that there was a delay. I found a delay even in UPS and FedEx packages. Post office was like horrible, but I found that even UPS and FedEx were delayed. There were just so many packages, not enough labor. And now, right, there was even less labor last year. This year, I think the labor might be a little bit better. I don't know. So many places are having an issue with labor. Went to a restaurant last week. I think I told you guys I saw my son. We went for breakfast, and we had to wait a while to get a table. And kind of funny because my son is extremely on the left, as well as his roommate. And when we sat down, the lady was just like, I'm so sorry. Hopefully when they stop this unemployment stuff, and she just kind of went on this whole political thing about how, I say political, but it's reality for her, for somebody who runs a business. They are not getting the staff to help run the business. I guess, a lot of people say, well, pay them more. Well, you pay them more, but then you're going to bitch when you go out to eat, and it's going to cost you twice as much for your meal. Or people just won't go out to eat, and that'll put them out of business because then people aren't going to their restaurant anymore. So it kind of stinks. Yeah, the parts are delayed, ships. There is. They were saying even like the backlog at the ports is really big. Because everything's got to be inspected. And I think there is even a lack of like the inspectors and everything. And I was watching a video that on YouTube where, of course, I watch more right-wing stuff. And it was kind of a clip making fun of Kamala Harris, but she was talking, I guess, this week when she was in, was it Singapore? No, she's in Vietnam, but she was in Singapore pretty much telling people to start buying your Christmas presents now, because if you wait till Christmas, there's probably not going to be any presents to buy. And of course they were like, oh, she's thinking about Christmas when we're going through all these issues with Afghanistan. Well, life still goes on, right? I mean, life goes on. We're not all going to stop. I mean, most of us feel sad about what's going on right now with Afghanistan, but life still goes on. Let's see what I missed. Holly, okay, I sold this for $30. Sold within 24 hours of the dusting and polishing the stale listing. Nice. It makes a difference to go back in and touch your listings. Do something. Make an edit. Sometimes I just move my pictures around. I take my first picture and I take a different one and put it in its place, and that can make a big difference. I've sold several glass and crystal ashtrays. Some of the pieces are from $50 to $100 for a vintage mid-century sign design ashtray. Wow. That's awesome. Those are some great prices. I wish I knew how to identify that type of stuff more. Claudia, do you have a YouTube channel? You really need to start one if you don't. I would love to know more about what to look for. I watch a lot of, when I do watch YouTube, I try and watch a lot of those, like watching Fat Bird Finds the other day. She was out with her mom and at a estate sale, I think. So she was kind of showing me, yeah, me personally, the different types of things that she was picking up, which I like to watch because it kind of gives me an idea of what to look for. I also like to watch the niche lady, I think she goes by, Danny Ackerman. I like to watch her because she talks about some things. What else do I watch? There's this, I don't know, what's his, Nifty Vintage, I think, something like that. Nifty something. I like to watch him. He talks a lot about stuff like that. The something Nomad, I can't remember his channel name. I watch him from time to time. Some personalities are a little too like slow for me, so I don't always watch them all the time, but sometimes. Who's somebody else I like to watch? Well, the Crazy Lamp Lady, I like to watch her from time to time. So if anybody knows of any other people who show that type of stuff that I can learn about vintage glassware, I would just love to hear about that. I really just kind of look at what catches my eye. I just sold a bunch of milk glass. I picked up some from my mom at a garage sale for $1, and then my sister was pretty much like, "Why are you hoarding stuff? Get rid of it." So she put it into my garage sale and was selling it for $2 while she put it on for $1. And I'm like, "No, sell it for $2." And somebody reached out to me and bought all of it for $15. So she sold it all for what she was asking. The best channel, in my opinion, is Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Claudia. Okay. I got to find, let's see. Let me open up YouTube. I'm going to put him in here. The Old Curiosity Shop. Okay. Here we go. Does it got like an old, estate sale? Okay. Yep, this must be it. I'm going to subscribe. Wow, he's got 17,000 subscribers. I've never heard of him. Is he from the US? Because I'm fine with anybody I love listening to the accents. So, Antique Nomad. Yes, that's what I watch. That is it. This ashtray is a Maurice's of California piece. Picked it up at a garage sale that I bought out for $75. I've been in the profit for quite a while. Wow. I'm closing my shop on the 1st of September. I missed this one. My daughter took care of my shop, but she's going back to university and the shop will close in the end of the month. Did you actually have a physical location? That's too bad. Where does she go to university? Does she stay right there I think you're from Norway, right? Does she stay in Norway or she go out of country? Let me see where I'm at. Where am I at? See, I'm going to Maryland. I bet you I can do that one under cubic. I can. So we will use a box. I'm still amazed the reseller in the right place can do really well. I guess I had the look in my eye. She told me make an offer. Yeah, you're lucky. Oh my gosh. I've been watching Commonwealth Picker lately. And Froggy Finds, and the two of them show them going to garage sales and the stuff they walk away with, especially I think it's Froggy Finds. Oh my gosh. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. He's picked up some like single pieces that he paid. I think there was it was a Disney piece. He paid $20 for it, and I think he said it's worth like $1,400. That's crazy. That's what I want to find. My garage sales have been poopy, like so bad. So yes, Scott is in the US. He is in Philadelphia, but I cannot really enjoy many other personalities. It's all about the personality, dear Tamara. That is so true. I like the personalities. It does make a difference. Some personalities, oh my gosh. I don't really want to dive on too many people, but so I'll try not to say too much. But yeah. You got to click with them. They got to keep your attention. Some are monotone. And some new channels I go to, and I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, you guys, if I get monotone, let me know. But it's just, they put you to sleep. And I'm not there for ASMR. Is that what it's called? Something like that? I don't like that. All right. So, yeah, Commonwealth. Man, those people who strap on a GoPro and go to garage sales, bravo to them. I've tried it. I just can't do it. I mean, it would be great for my channel because that's how your channels grow, doing those type of videos. People love to watch them. But it's so much work and so much editing. Ugh, it's just nothing that really interests me, and I don't get excited over editing. I know that oh, what's his name? Josh. His name is Josh. What's his channel name? He's really big. He grew really, really big. He loves editing. Loves editing videos. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't watch him, but his name is Josh. I can't think of what his name. What is? Do you guys know what's Josh's channel name? He grew really big in the last year and a half. Time for us to go to where, Ma? THIR? I don't know what there. Tear. We need to go shopping. I was going to see Harry Tornado. Yes, Harry Tornado. That's it. Thank you, Anissa. Gosh, I couldn't think of his name. I don't watch him much. He's got a huge following, though. Let's see. Michigan. Cubic priority will be the best. So I'm going to use this. Let's grab another. I can't spell. Well, tornado, tomato. Oh, Sky's funny and he edits his videos in hilarious ways. I was just watching oh geez, why do I always have such a hard time coming up with names when I think Lindy Glenn. I was just watching her video on free shipping. If you guys haven't watched it, you should watch it. Sorry, road trip. Hit up Goodwill's. You should watch it. She talks about how she's switching all of her stuff from free shipping to shipping and how it hasn't made a difference. And she's just regretting that she ever did free shipping. And so I was watching hers and oh my gosh, that lady edits so much. Because anytime you see a like that, and just a slight movement, you're like, she edited like every second. Man, that takes so much time. And I know Josh, one time I was watching Harry Tornado and he was talking to other YouTubers and he was editing. He was like, how some people will take a look at your eBay shop and tell you what you need to change. Well, he was doing that with YouTube. And he's like, okay, I'm watching your video. Oh, you took a breath. You need to edit out your breath. Like he literally edits out every time he takes a breath. I did that to one video and I was like, never, ever, ever again. Am I going to do that? No. Is it an old video, Lindy? Oh, you know what? I don't know. I did not look at the date of the video. It just came up in my feed and I watched it. So I don't know if it came up after I hit subscriptions or if I watched it before it sorted it into that. Do not know. But if anybody has ordered from Wholesale Ninja, no, because I think pretty sure it was August because she said that at the beginning of August they redid her $25 off your first order Wholesale Ninja thing. And so she said that she did, you can use it again. So if you've used it before, you can use it again. So I'm pretty sure it was a newer one. No, it is pretty recent. I watched it also. I'm fascinated by her wholesale info. Yeah. I've seen I know some people who have done that Wholesale Ninja and have not had much success. I think we've talked about it on here. You know, she's sponsored by Wholesale Ninja. So, you know, that's her bread and butter. It pays her bills. And, you know, she gets a lot of views because of that. So she makes money off the videos she does for it. Plus they pay her for it. So, because there was a commercial. Most of the time with YouTube, if something is sponsored, there's no commercials. She had a commercial in her video and it was sponsored by Wholesale Ninja. So just kind of, you know, I always say you got to kind of watch that. Let's see. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Although I do want to think, I meant to do it on Monday. Teresa, she donated and bought me a taco, which actually, yeah, instead of buy me a coffee, mine is buy me a taco. Because I love tacos. And she bought me a taco. Okay, there's that one. And so, yes, Mom, I was thinking about Friday maybe doing a road trip. You and I haven't gone shopping in a long time before I went on my trip. So it's been a couple months now. Hey, good morning. Good Doyle. Doyle, did you leave Scott's channel or is he all done? I said, oh, I see some of my loyal followers were in his chat. And I figured I wouldn't see you guys until his show was done. I was hoping at least I'd see you when his show was done. Hey, good morning, Barbara. And, oh, and Paul, you popped in here. How many lids you sell yesterday? So, how many individual lids? How many orders? Or how many boxes? Because they're all a different number. So, I got about 34, I think, orders. And they range from a 6-pack to a 12-pack. And of course, there's 12 lids in a box. So that could be quite a few of them. I am now currently, and I did say I was going to show everybody as new people popped in. So I'm now currently packaging my regular mouth ball canning lids. If you can find these and you sell on Amazon, snatch them up. So these are in a 6-pack. I ended up having to revisit my listing, change the pricing, and bingo, they started dropping again. Yes, I was slowing down. Okay, so let me make sure that this one is going, no, this one's going to go via padded. So let's just put that aside. That way I don't have to go to a different one. This is going padded. Padded. And then after this, for those who are new, I am working on an Amazon FBA shipment. Can you believe it? Don't fall out of your chair. I haven't done one since like May. But I've got some stuff to go, and I'll show you guys those things when I get done these, maybe. I don't know. Depends on how much you guys want to hang out, right? Because I'm going on an hour. At some point I need to go and buy some boxes at Lowe's so I can mail my FBA in. I was hoping to do it this morning before I went live with you guys, but I didn't crawl out of bed till like 7:30 and all that. Yesterday on Tommy's show, he was asking about Good Morning Show lives, and I told him I enjoy watching you pack 10,000 canning lids every morning. Well, thanks, Paul, for mentioning my show. I know Tommy jumps in here every now and then. He usually just jumps in, says hi, and leaves. Every now and then he'll stay longer, but I missed his show last night. I forgot. I went to bed around 10. He goes live at 10, and I'm going to bed at 10. And I know you, Paul, you don't even sleep. You like pretty much stay awake all the time. So I was thinking on these Wednesday shows of having a guest. And so if anybody in here would ever like to be a guest on my show, I would love to start scheduling people and having a guest. Let's see. I don't know why every time I see the name of my printer pop up, it kind of makes me giggle. It's kind of a weird name. All right. Padded flat rate is the cheaper version, or cheaper than putting it in a box. I usually put it in a box and then put it in a flat rate, but I am out getting very low on boxes. I'm going to say I'm out, but I'm not out, but I'm very low. I get a good 4 hours every night. 4 hours? Jeez Louise. All right, Nebraska. Let's see. You are probably going to be in a padded. You are. 4 hours? That's not very much sleep. How much sleep does everybody need? Put it in the chat. How many hours of sleep do you need to function properly? I'll tell you how many hours I need, and then I'll tell you how many hours my husband needs. Alrighty. So thanks to some returns, I actually made more money. Well, maybe not once I took off returns. Oh, I was so ticked off. I had gotten a return on Amazon, and I brought it down here, and I forgot to go on and refund them. So Amazon, after a few days, if it shows it's delivered, they actually automatically refund your customer if you forget. And I was so ticked because when you refund, you can subtract the amount of return shipping. And I was like, oh, now I had to pay their return shipping. That's my fault for just not being with my business lately. So I opened up a bunch of boxes, relisted all these wide things. I think I had 4 returns. Plus, lately when I've been doing grocery pickup, they've said they've had canning lids, so I've been adding them to my groceries. When I go in the store, I don't see them, but I've been getting them with my groceries. So I finally put all those together and got those listed. So Anissa says she needs 8 or more. Wow, 8 or more. Doyle needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Laura says I need 7 to 8, but I never seem to get it. Got about 5 last night and feel like I drank a 30-pack today. Oh, sometimes I feel like that after I take Advil PM a lot. And lately I've been taking Excedrin PM because I ran out of Advil PM. But I just take 1 instead of 2. The dosage is 2 of them. I just take 1. It's just enough to get me to sleep through the night, which I usually sleep about 6 hours. But sometimes I wake up feeling groggy. And if I sleep more than 8 hours, I am really groggy. Like, it's worse for me to stay sleeping. Carlene sleeps about 6 hours. I am an old gal and need 6 hours sleep plus 1 to 2 naps. 1 to 2 naps or 1 to 2 hour naps? I cannot do naps. My husband does naps. I can't. They make me so tired. I love when I lay down for a nap. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. But when I get up, I feel like it takes me hours to wake up from a nap. I am so groggy. I'm just no energy, anything. So naps actually do not help me in the long run. I always regret taking a nap. I always love the feeling when I lay down for one, but I always regret it. Always. I don't think I've ever woken up from a nap and said, I'm really glad I did that. Unless I do a 10-minute cat nap and I set an alarm that makes me wake up, then I'm okay with those. When I was working full-time in an office, in a corporate office, there was talk about turning one of the rooms into a napping room, and that where it would be all dark and you could go in and you could lay down on a cot and it would set an alarm for your 15 minutes for your break and it would wake you up. They never did that, but what a great idea. There were all these studies that showed that just a 15-minute nap would do wonders. There's times when I worked for the military, I would go to the National Guard Bureau. I'd be in Washington, D.C., I'd be in a meeting and I'd be like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to take a nap. Like, it was struggle for me to stay awake. I would go excuse myself to go to the restroom and I would literally just sit on the toilet and take a like even just a 2-minute nap. It does wonders. Just that short, being able to just close my eyes for a minute makes me feel much better. But I always had the fear of falling asleep too much and falling off from the toilet. And of course, you can only do it until somebody walks in the bathroom and then you're like, okay, I'm awake. I can't be sitting here for that long. Plus, they're wondering, why is Tamara in the restroom for so long? So I hate that hangover feeling, not getting enough sleep. I usually take a short nap after lunch. I wish I could nap. I wish I could nap. If I'm going to feel hungover, I'd like to be from a good night before. Exactly, Anissa. Exactly, right? Have a real good reason. And then have somebody tell you all the stories of what may have happened while you were getting to that hungover stage. I call them power naps. Exactly, Barbara. See, power naps. I like power naps. As long as they got to stay, for me, they got to stay under like 20 minutes. If they go over 20 minutes, if I actually get into that deeper sleep, then forget it. When I worked in a factory, I would go to my car and sleep on my breaks. What a great idea. My car was always so far away. Don't do 1 hour. Oh, my back itches. I can't reach it with that. Don't do 1 hour every 6 hours. It messes up your sleep as you get used to not sleeping. I'm up all night and sometimes forget to sleep. Oh my gosh, Tio, get some sleep. At my age, I hate to waste time sleeping because it won't be long I will permanently be sleeping. Amen to that, Ma. I play Snake Rivals when I go to the office restroom. Is that a game? Is that a game on your phone? Or do I not want to know what you're doing? All right. Let's see. I still got 16 more of these to go. And I want to show you guys what I'm sending into Amazon. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Cubic. I already got it all ready. I just need to tape you. Wish I could have done them all in these boxes. I've got to order some more of these boxes. Can you believe this weighs 1 pound, 6 ounces? It makes it really heavy carrying these IKEA bags into the post office. I end up not filling them up all the way because they get too heavy. Which this one is probably at its max. You might be at your max. Actually, let me move this bag and grab another one. Come here, baggy bag. Oh, I'll just put that there. Let's see. Well, my mailman will be happy for all of these packages, but he won't be happy when I tell him this is the end of it because I have not been able to find any more in the area. Cubic. Let's see. I think we're going to have to go with my 8x4x4, which is going to be too big. It's a phone app. Okay. Well, I assumed it was a phone app, but, you know. Oh, let me grab another case. Let me grab a case. I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases, folks. I gotta move on. Gotta go on with my packaging. 2, 4, 6. Hey, maybe if I lay them down, they won't move as much. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely going to be moving around. I need... Hold your horses. I need a bag. I need a bag of the stuff right here. I think I might just be able to put one in. I'll put one in a deflated one. Tamara, did you find a good listing for your lids? So Doyle, I ended up actually just dropping my price because I think I was at $48. Let me see and I'm selling them for $46.30. So I ended up just kind of recalculating what my profit was going to be. And I said, oh yeah, I got plenty of room to do 46. So I just matched the buy box. It took about an hour, I think, until I actually got the buy box. And then ching, 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 ching for the next couple hours, and I'm all out. So I need to change this parcel to an 8 by 4 by 4. Okay. Price didn't go up, which is good. Michigan. It's a different name. Chylie. 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 That's a different name. Okay. Ouch. I just had that land on my toe. Get away. You'll see why I have that here in a minute. Ow, that hurt my toe. All right, where's my next one going? By shipping. I ordered some items from Walmart to sell on Amazon, and they arrived the next day by a Walmart driver. This is new for my area. Oh, that's awesome, Laura. You should be hitting up Walmart because Scott was saying that he's not sourcing Walmart anymore, but I didn't realize that Justin, the flipping accountant, is from your area. And he's been killing it at Walmart. All right, cubic. Very good. Very good. $7.59. So let's lay you down. Let's lay you down. Let's put you up and you up. And then let's put this right there. There we go. I was watching a video the other day and they were talking about it's probably an RV video, and they're like, order this from Amazon and you can get it the same day. I'm like, no, not here. I don't get stuff in the same day. I don't get stuff in the same week. It takes weeks. Although my husband and I placed an order on Friday, either Thursday night or Friday, and I got a bunch of it yesterday. Some of it's coming today. It was supposed to come tomorrow. I bought, anybody get a Blackstone griddle yet? I ordered the Pit Boss griddle. So the Blackstones are really hard to find, and their price is outrageous on eBay. I mean, on Amazon. So I watched a lot of videos, and the Pit Boss actually is rated better than the Blackstone. So we ordered the Pit Boss. So we're getting that in today. That'll be for our camper. That's what we'll use when we go camping. You know the thing with cereal and having corn pops? There's no protein in it, and my stomach is growling right now. Saying, I'm hungry. Feed me. And I'm saying, I just fed you 3 hours ago. Okay, let's see where we're at. 13 more orders. Where are you going? Wisconsin. Padded. Cubic is 812. Yes, a padded is 8. We're going to do a padded. Because, of course, I need my other ones when it's going to be cheaper to put it in a box. Because I don't have enough left for all of them. Bummer. 2, 4, 6. There are so many resellers around here. Our new Trader Joe's is almost ready to open. Ooh, I miss Trader Joe's. We don't have one here. I was watching Cajun Roots Reseller at 9 this morning. The beard wasn't live right at 9, so I was like, oh, I'll watch Cajun. And he had a gentleman on who was from New York, but I asked where in New York, but he was too busy talking and didn't see my question. And he was like, yeah, I live in New York, but I travel all the time because there's not good sourcing here. I'm like, oh, where do you live in New York? I agree, there's not good sourcing here. But if I lived in Syracuse, it would be different. If I lived in Albany, there's sourcing. Like, there's sourcing in other places. There's just none where I happen to live. There's sourcing, right? I got canning lids. Hey, good morning, Glenn, Swamp Picker. I am packaging up loads and loads, no, not that many, 34 orders of canning lids. Is what I'm doing right this minute. I sold these on Amazon. I haven't been doing much with Amazon, although I do have an FBA shipment I've been packaging, prepping, the good old prepping. Can I tell you how much yesterday I was down here? It was my real first day back, what I would say back in the office. Like I come on with you guys and I package, but then I'm out of here. When I'm done my live show, done packaging, I haven't been doing anything beyond that. And I was actually in the office yesterday and I packaged up my orders to ship. And then I came back after shipping them. I ended up doing an FBA stuff. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, I don't know. It was exciting. But my Hulu is not working, which kind of stunk because it was telling me that I'm using a VPN, which I'm not using a VPN. So it wouldn't let me play Hulu yesterday. So I did hang out. Oh, now my foot itches. I did hang out in watching some YouTubes. There wasn't very much on live yesterday. Okay, this one is a flat rate envelope. Hey, Charlie Brown. All right, so now I know the beard has ended because Charlie's in here. Charlie Brown. Can I tell you that people love Charlie Brown items, peanuts, anything peanuts, because I have been selling those peanuts tablecloths that are Christmas in the middle of not Christmas season. And I picked up some planners and they've done really well. People like their Charlie Brown. I have a friend from high school who loves Charlie Brown, like everything, anything, Charlie Brown. Okay. So for those who are late into my show here, I have been packaging up canning lids for Amazon FBM. I normally put them in 6x4x4 boxes or 8x4x4 boxes, but I have very low numbers of them. Lack of planning. So the ones where it's cheaper for me to go padded flat rate, I am just doing this to them. I did this previously when I ran out of boxes. Nobody complained. I prefer not to put them like this, but thankfully no one complained. Hopefully they all arrived okay and didn't get crushed too bad. So I'm taking my chances and sending them this way. Let's hope that they arrive where they need to go without any issue. The unfortunate thing is everyone that I'm doing this to are the ones that are going cross country. So these are going to the state of Washington. Anything else is cubic, is cheaper, and they're going in a box. I definitely need to reorder boxes today. I got to figure out who to reorder boxes from. Because most of these boxes are from Supply Hut. And I really don't want to order from them again because they are lying. They're a lying company. They mark things as shipped, but they don't ship them. Sometimes it could be 2 weeks before they actually ship them. Call them out on it, and then they blame it on... this one's going to Radio Shack. Are there still Radio Shacks? First of all, they blame it on FedEx. This one's going to go to Radio Shack in Ohio. Interesting. This one's going cubic. I need another case. Another case. This is how I bought them. Yes, Supply Hut is terrible this year. You're right. And good morning, fishing and picking. I'm gonna make sure it's still morning. It is. Yeah, they've been horrible. So I do not really want to give them my business. They were bad in December. And then they've been bad this year. It'd be one thing if they just said, sorry, we're having a supply issue, a labor issue. Like, tell us the reason why you're slow with your shipping. But to mark something as shipped and you're excited because you need the items. That's why you're reordering them. And then they don't ship for real for like another 2 weeks. It's just, that's just deceiving. Makes me not want to do business with you. I just ordered boxes from Staples. Yeah, that's, you know what I should look at. I ordered some big boxes from Staples and they do really well. I put in 2 of these. I only have half of the air left in them. All right. Cubic. $7.59. Print. I really didn't want to do these 6-packs because when I do a 12-pack, they fit in the Priority Mail's 7x7x6 box. But the sales rank on the 12-pack is, on the regular size, is so low, is like a really high, I should say. The rank's high, which means that it's not a fast seller. Where the rank on the 6 is much better. But on the wide, for some reason, the 12s do extremely well. I've listed them and they sell within a day. Good morning, John Jones. Careful with ordering boxes. Supply Hut has multiple eBay accounts under different names. Double check the city the seller is in. Well, you know, that's funny you say that because I like to order. So these are not Supply Hut. I'll have to see where I got these from. Oh, bye, Mom. So there is a company that says they're in Syracuse, New York, and I like to order from them, or I should say I used to like to order from them because I'm like, oh, they're close. I can get them in a timely manner. They don't ship from New York, even though it says in their thing they don't ship. So I'm wondering if that's one of them. I wonder. So this one I think I ordered from was out of New Jersey for these 8x4x4. I'm definitely going to have to look back and see where they came from. That was in May. Hopefully it's still in my history. Which actually, I think your sales or your purchases are always. Well, these are too big. Shipping Depot has treated me good. All right, I'm going to have to look and see who I ordered. Yeah, these are too big. Shoot. I hope this whole bag isn't full of these. Oh, I got to stop. I'm going to get a strike. Hello. Hey guys, hold on. I got to deal with an issue here with my husband. He's at the registration to register our RV. Alert. Please print your ID cards. Get ID cards. How would you like this to open on the app? ID cards. Auto. Homeowners.
It only shows 2 for ID cards.
Jeep. Toyota. Okay. Let me go back. I'm assuming that it's from the one I just got. So let me see. I want it from the website now. Oh, I gotta log in. Sorry, he needs our insurance card to register the vehicle. Current policy. Why is it not showing it? Progressive, your new policy. Set up your account. Your ID cards are ready. So maybe it's not linked to our current Progressive account.
I just barely know how to use what we got. Now they got to put a change into it.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. It gives me our user ID. Yeah, so it doesn't have it linked. And it says our password. First 5 digits of your social security. All right, hold on. So it's not linked. Well, that's stupid.
Okay, you're on speaker. I know, but it's going to get worse.
All right, I got to figure out. Oh, geez, I got to start over.
You want to just call me back?
No, I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Well, I guess I can just. Let me just log in. All right, the information you entered does not match. First 5 digits. Did I not put enough? Did I put too many digits? Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I put too many digits. Okay, maybe it's under your social security. Oh, I forgot to put in. Jesus. I'm getting hurt because I'm rushing. I forgot to put in the word crab in front of it.
Crab?
Yes.
What is that? You got to put it in the mood of the day?
That's the password. All right, please fill in the information below by creating your account. Well, I already have an account. How do I put it under one? Oh, geez. Geez, Louise. I apologize again to the people that are. I know my voice is still on. That's okay. Do you guys want me to turn it off so you can have quiet? I apologize that I am doing this while I am live on YouTube. Hold on, I gotta do my secret things. My secret answers. Yeah, I knew I wasn't talking about. No, just no. Yeah, I'm not doing personal information. It looks like that user ID is not available. Jesus. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it's making me create an account. I'm going to have to call them, but when I'm not in a hurry and not on YouTube. Motorhome. All right, you want me can I just send you like a picture of it?
Yes, she just needs to see it.
Okay. I'm going to do a screenshot and I'm going to text you it right this minute.
Okay.
And all right, then I'll call them later and merge them into our current account. $2 on car warranty. No, my car warranty is not expired.
Okay, nowhere on this it says motorhome. Yep, it does. Okay.
It says at the bottom a Jayco and it has the VIN.
Bye.
Okay, bye. All right, sorry, folks. But he was at the DMV trying to get our vehicle registered. That's the password. Yeah, I said the password was crab. They gave you a temporary password. I just changed it. It was crab and then 5 digits. But I changed it. So, for those watching this, You don't know what my username is. It was some random set of numbers they sent. But, all right, that's good. It's just weird that it didn't, when I bought the policy, it didn't merge it with my current homeowners and auto. All right, I don't need to weigh. I was going to go weigh this. I don't need to weigh it. It's got me all flabbergasted. Okay, this is going to Virginia. Oh, it's going to Alexandria. I used to go to Alexandria all the time. So one thing that was nice about when I worked for the government, when I worked for the military, is I would stay, when I flew down to DC, about once a month I would go to DC, but I would actually stay in Alexandria, Virginia, and I would be leaving the city when most people were coming into work. I'd be going out because the Andrews Air Force Base, which is where the National Guard Bureau is, that is in, I think it's in Maryland, actually. So I'd be leaving the city. But there wasn't any really good, like, believe it or not, right outside of that military base, it's not a place you would want to stay. Crime is high, and so we would go to Alexandria. It's not amazing, mooring shipper. It is not. But that could be it next time. Thanks for giving me some hints of what I should have as my password. Or as my username. My username was taken, which is weird, because I don't think that's the username that I use on my other. So now I got 2 usernames for Progressive. That's what we have for insurance, Progressive. We tried to change our insurance. We had Geico in the past, and we tried to go back to Geico, but they wouldn't end up insuring my husband's Jeep because we take it off-roading. Yes, my wife lives in Tyson Corner, just north of us. I know exactly where Tyson Corner is. Used to actually go to Tyson Corner area. The company I worked for, which was MPSC, was on. I don't know if it was in Tyson Corner or just north of Tyson Corner, but I know where that is. Okay, so. This one is going to Maine. So this is going to go cubic. We love staying in Alexandria because we could walk and go out to eat and stuff like that. And mine's possibly wife's in charge. Well, where's your numbers? And if that's your password, you need special character and you need numbers and you need capital letters. I bank at a bank that doesn't let me use, so I like to, probably shouldn't say this online, but a lot of my passwords have the same, not the same password, but the setup is kind of the same. And there's a bank I bank at that doesn't let you use special characters. And what was the other thing? It was weird. I'm like, you've got the weakest security of all the banks we bank at, which thankfully we don't keep much in that bank. It's horrible, but they make you change your password like every 2 months. So it's very hard to come up with another password that you haven't used the last 6 passwords when they make you use such weird passwords. All right, this one is going to be flat rates. I hate passwords. They're like, oh, I just like them so much. I hate trying to come up with one. I hate that I sometimes will possibly use the same one on multiple platforms. I know you're not supposed to, but how can anybody keep track of all their passwords? When I got hacked into my Facebook, I went and changed my password on like everything I could think of. So I still don't know how they hacked into my account. There's no way they hacked in with my password, but somehow I think they were able to say, I forgot my password, and were able to do it somehow along those ways. I don't know how they did it, but somehow they got in. And I am extremely Like I don't click on anything that comes in my emails. I go right to the website. Like I don't do any of that because I know. So I don't know if I ever told you guys when I was a stay-at-home mom before I went back to work I was in the corporate world, came out of the corporate world, stayed at home with my kids, and then I went to work for the military, and then here I am now. But when I was a stay-at-home mom, I worked for a company out of Boston. It was a stay-at-home, work-at-home job, and it was only like so many hours a week. But my job it was back when the internet was still somewhat new, and let me grab an envelope so I can talk while I do this. And my job was to hack into businesses. So the company had agreements with different companies, and their job was to find out how can people hack into their system and software. So our job was to try and hack in. So I would call, I would just look up online and I would find the name of somebody in whatever department, and I would be like, hey, this is Mary from the IT department, and I need you to give me this number. I need you to give me this from your computer. I need to check something. Like I had this dialogue, and they're not supposed to give you that information, but some of them would, and I felt so bad that I was getting somebody in trouble. But this was like a breach in their security protocol. And then I would send spoof emails. You know those spoof emails that you get that look like it comes from Amazon, but it's not really Amazon? I would create those, not for Amazon, of course, for this company. And I would say, hey, I'm, again, I'd be like from the IT department of that company, and I need you to provide me with this information. So I would try different ways, through the phone, through email, whatever. That's what I did. You could do it from home. It was simple. I didn't like the calling because I would hear the person's voice and I would know I was going to get them in trouble. Email, I didn't talk to them, so I didn't know if, you wouldn't hear this sweet older lady on the other line. But it's made me so aware of how easy it is for companies or for hackers and people to do this type of stuff, how easy it is. And of course, back then, we didn't know what we knew now. Everything was so new. Gotta get another case. So I'm always telling my mom and, that and my in-laws, stuff like that, like, don't click on that type of stuff. Don't do that. So when I was a victim of a hacker, I still to this day do not know how they got access. Because when I woke up, I had the email saying, if you didn't make this change, click here. I had the password. So somehow, and Apple supposedly is really hard to be able to hack into an Apple phone. And somehow they were able to get the data from, while I was sleeping, I had gotten that message, which was the PIN to reset your password. Somehow they got that. I don't know how, but they were able to use that to hack into my account. But I know I didn't send it to them because I was sleeping. That stinks when somebody hacks into your account. You feel like, just your privacy has been invaded, and just losing all those memories on my Facebook account, because Facebook has no customer service. So you're pretty much SOL if something happens. And I couldn't get anybody to help me at Facebook because all they do is send you back to their website to troubleshoot and follow the steps. But the steps were continually keep sending an email to they changed my email address, which was theirs, and it kept sending an email to theirs to reset my password. Like you couldn't, it was a vicious cycle. You just couldn't get it back. So after about a month, I threw up my hands and said, that's it. I'm not going to ever get my account back. Which I lost my Facebook group. um any groups. I was running like a Vermont military discount group. So right now anybody can go in there and put so much crap, and I have no control. And same with my Yellow Brick Road reselling. If you guys are in there, anybody can post links to their YouTube channel. That was a rule not to do that because people were saying they didn't want that. But who knows what's in there, because I'm not even a member of it because I can't get in because I was the only admin of that group. I had other admin, but I had removed them and had added new admins, but they hadn't accepted the invitation yet. So so that got lost. Actually, it was my sister, and she declined the invitation because she thought it was the hacker who was asking her to do it. So I lost that group. Who knows what's happening over there? Hopefully nothing. Hopefully nobody's just not saying anything. All right, I'm all out of bubbles, so I'm just going to put that, I don't know, just to make a customer appease that maybe I took some precautions. So for anybody who is new, who popped in late, I just wanted to let you know I am packing canning lids. That's what I'm working on right now for Amazon FBM. It's pretty much what the bulk of my shipping was today. I only had 2 non-Amazon orders today. Everything else has been Amazon. Let's see. And then after this, I do have an FBA shipment that I am, 1.5 hours. So we'll see. We'll see if people stick around, I'll stay on. If I find my numbers are going down and people are getting bored, then they'll leave. So at my old job, we hired a white hat hacker once a year to try to breach our network. They spent about 1 week in the office trying to hack it. It cost about $15,000. Wow. I think I was making like $500 a month, if I remember right. And I only worked maybe a couple hours a week. It was hardly any work at all. It actually got to the point where I ended up quitting because it wasn't enough work. And I felt kind of guilty. I know. My morals are just off whacked, I guess. And I said, listen, you're just not giving me enough work. And I went to find something else because I just wanted something else. Maybe around the time I decided to go back to work. I don't know. Can't remember the timeline of it exactly, but I remember doing that for probably about 6 months, and then I stopped. Then when I went back to work, I went back to work part-time. And they were very, very nice. They would work around my schedule of, I got to put the kids on the bus. And then once the kids would leave, I would follow the bus until it turned to the school, and I would head to work. And then I would be able to get out in time to get them off the bus. And it was really a good part-time job. But my boss was wacky. The company I worked for was not good. And I actually got them fired because I was really good friends with the vice commander of the base. And I talked to the vice commander. I'm like, listen, they're telling me I can't even talk to you. They're like, this is the rules of this company. I'm like, this company is not a good company. And they fired that company and got a different company. And I actually left and went over to the state program where I was working, State National Guard, and worked for them instead. Let's see, padded. Nope, I don't. I boxed this one without knowing. I should have looked first. Let's see. This one's cubic. This one's cubic. Where are you going? You must be close. Oh, yeah, you're going to New York. Where is Tonawanda? That's where this one's going. And last year I was selling canning lids, and I shipped one to the town where I was buying all my canning lids, which is an hour away. And I wanted to be like, listen, get off your duff and go to this store. Go to this Ace Hardware. That's where I was buying them last year. Go to the Ace Hardware and You can get them for so much cheaper. They were actually the canning lids with the bands. That's what I was selling last year. I think was it you, Doria? We were talking about that on Monday. That's what I sold last year because I couldn't find just the lids. Everything was the lids with the bands last year. Playing my little stacking game here. The hackers probably wanted to mine all the members that were associated with your old Facebook account. Could be. I mean, I don't think so. So Facebook did the right thing at some point because none of my friends got messages from that. Whoever hacked it never did anything with hacking. They just hacked it. And Facebook closed my account down. So even the hackers couldn't use it. They ended up closing it right down. So I don't know what they did with the account. They never went to any of my groups. They never messaged my friends. I have no idea what they did with it. But I will tell you that the day that it happened, I had paired my Instagram with my Facebook. And I'm wondering if that had something to do with it. I don't know. So now I won't pair my Instagram with my Facebook. It could have been just a coincidence, but I don't take the chance now. I don't want to lose my new one. And I'm still a little weary of my new one. Like I don't have a lot of the friends I had. I don't have now. I'm being a little more picky of who I'm friending because if I couldn't stand your post back when you were my friend, I didn't refriend you. I didn't ask you to be my friend. A lot of people don't even realize that I have this new account. Okay. I think you should consider pre-packing those in bulk with that volume. I know, I almost packaged these yesterday, but I was doing my FBA shipment instead. I almost did that. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do? I only had 2 orders. Yeah, actually, as of last night, I didn't have any orders. When I woke up this morning, I had one eBay and one Etsy that had come in. And then that Poshmark. But I was like, when am I going to package while I talk to you guys? Yes, it was you on Monday. Okay, I thought it was you. All right, I only got 3 left, and then I get to do FBA. Let's see. Where are you going? All right, so you're going to be fat rate. Yeah, if I had a helper, I would have them do it. But the problem is, all my stuff is so sporadic. Like if these were wholesale orders, then it would be like a no-brainer to hire somebody to have them package this stuff all the time. Alrighty. Okay, so I only got 3 orders left. It's interesting because I calculated so I would sell out. And I still have 1 order on the wide that didn't. But when I look, I have no more in stock. But I've short 1 order, or not short, but like I have an extra wide 12-pack. And then this one, I still have 2 cases left, and I only have 3 orders left, and I'll still have 2 whole cases plus. So somehow, I don't know, something messed up on both my regular and my wide, and I don't have any pending of canning lids. I only have a Nike outfit that's pending for kids. It's been pending for a couple of days now. I hope that clears up soon. I was kind of excited to see that I was selling that. I sold some to a person 1 mile from my mom's house. That I always love. Like, I grew up in Vermont, lived in Vermont until all my life until a few years ago. And every time I sell something in Vermont, I kind of get excited. It's like nostalgia, I guess. Like, oh, I'm sending this to Vermont. This one, I don't even know where it's from. What did I say? Nevada, I think. Nevada. What are they canning in Nevada? Nevada is, everything out there is so hot. What can you even grow? I was so surprised when we went to Colorado and Utah. I looked, people did not even have gardens. I'm like, nobody has a garden. And I know people are in a drought, but I was shocked to just not see even just like a small backyard garden. Okay. You know what? I was just thinking though, I'm not going to be able to talk to you guys for too long because I do got to bring this to the post office since my husband has left. I wonder if he took my car. I'm going to have to find out. You know what stinks is he's registering that he has to pay sales tax. So what's 8% of 22,000? All right, I got to. This bag is full. Oh, stuff's falling out of it. Come here. Come back in. I think I made you too heavy. All right. Where can I put you? I don't have any place to walk. Okay. I'm going to move this Poshmark box. Stay right there. Can you all see what I got in the background? I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, see right there? That right there? That's what I'm packaging. That's what I'm doing for FBA. So I'll probably just show you guys when I'm sending an FBA, and then I'm just gonna sign off and then actually do it. Cubic. I got another one that's going cubic. Tons there. I have lived in Colorado and had one. I have friends in Utah that do. Oh, really? So I was in Ouray, but driving through, I think it's Route 50 that went through the mountains. But I also wondered if it's because it was more of like a seasonal. Maybe there's a lot that are like renting or something. I don't know. But then we were in Moab, and there was like going from Ouray to Moab was like nothing. And we were talking to a lady who helped us at the 4x4 center. And she was like, yeah, over here, because she moved from, is it George, Utah? St. George or George? Something like that. She moved from there to here, and she said, yeah, down there there's gardens, but up here there's none. So, cubic by shipping. RV store shoes. You are correct, John. I'm going to give y'all a good bolo. But I think the bolo is just my specific store. I don't think I don't think they're clearancing them, all of them. I don't think all of them even keep them, because we went to one, I'll tell you the store in a minute, and they didn't have any. This is going to Utah, so you are going to go in a padded. Guess what, folks? I'm almost done. How awesome is that? Let's see. Ooh, my stomach. Stop growling. Stop growling. I do got some soup left over. I'm going to have soup for lunch, I think, today. Guess what I got? I got a turkey in the crock pot. I bought us turkey breast. I'm like, I am craving a turkey dinner. So I bought a turkey, put it in the crock pot this morning, which I couldn't find the lid to my crock pot. So it's got aluminum foil on the top of it. And like, that's going to cook all day. And I bought some potatoes and some stuffing and some corn. And I'm making myself a turkey dinner for supper. The postmaster's former company won a huge contract. Really? What's that? In regards to what? I'm looking up. I don't think I missed anything. Don't forget Sunday is postal rate changes. Oh, Lisa. Hey, good morning, Lisa. Sorry. I know. Gosh. Golly gee. Yeah, I definitely am gonna I think once I see the impact of the rate changes, I'm actually really glad that more of my listings on eBay have turned to calculated shipping. I don't do free shipping much at all on there. So it'll all just be passed on to the customer. I was talking about that video that Lindy Glenn did. You guys should go watch that video from Lindy. Not right now, though. All right. Okay, I think that's it for my orders. Yeah, I got leftover. I got 2 cases plus these 6. So that is 5 more. 6 packs. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Before I do this, I'm going to check because I didn't sell any 12 packs of the regular. Ball. Look at my inventory. Just want to verify I don't have any left. 0, 0, 0. All right, so I didn't put any 12 pack. I didn't do any 12 pack of the balls. I thought I listed a 2 pack. I thought for sure I did a 2 pack. All right, let me see if I put in canning. No. That's weird. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to do, what I'm sending in. But first I need to take a sip. I guess it's not enough to raise it once a year anymore. Let's do 2 to 3 times. I know, Anissa. And they say the holiday is temporary, but, come January, it'll become permanent. This is orange water, by the way. Orange flavored water. It's that stuff I love. Mandarin orange. They call it sparkling water. I call it orange soda because that's what it tastes like. And it was, I don't really need this anymore, but it was sweating wicked. Making a big puddle on my desk. So I wrapped it with a paper towel. All right, let me show you what I am sending in. I can tell you right now from what I have put into Inventory Lab, I currently have a net profit of $1,700. My buy cost was $1,200. So I'm doubling plus, whatever that math is. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm sending. A lot of people don't do this because they don't want competition. But I got to move my boxes out of the way. I put them on top of my prepped stuff. All right, so first of all, I bought some of these at Walmart. I got to go this way because my microphone's right here. Bought some of these at Walmart for $2, different varieties. Some of them I'm only going to make about $3 on, which is kind of stinky. But some of them I'm going to make like $10 profit on. So there's different Bakugan that were on clearance. I think I picked these up at the beginning of July before I went on my vacation. They've just been sitting here and I'm finally doing something with them. Which, speaking of that, something that I picked up before I went on vacation was selling for $50. It is now down to $26. They are these Batman books I bought at Ollie's. And I'm really, really, really kind of bummed. I kind of missed the boat on that one. I have not copied one thing you have showed me yet, Tamara. Why not, Anissa? That's how you get sales. Throw a little vodka in with that. Oh, I know. That probably would be good. It would be good. All right. So I also got this was, oh my gosh. So, all right, here we go. My husband and I went to Camping World, also known as Gander RV, in because up here we don't have any camping. Like you can't go buy camping stuff unless you go to Walmart. So we drove 3 hours and went to Camping World, and we actually went to the further one away from us and to buy some stuff for the RV. Well, that was a horrible, horrible store. The employees there were swearing. There was one saying the F word every other word, how she hated working there. The manager of the parts department was extremely rude. I mean, it was bad. So we bought our stuff and left. And then we stopped at another one on the way home that we heard was a lot smaller. Well, it wasn't smaller. It was bigger than the other one. So I don't even know why we went to that first one. But this other one had apparel. It had hunting, fishing, just outdoor stuff. Besides camping, it had all these other stuff, hunting and fishing. So we walked around. My husband went to the hunting stuff. Well, I walked as we were about ready to leave. There was a sign that said an extras. Well, if you're a member, so at Camping World, you have to be a member to get the best price. It's something like, I don't know, $14 or $15 a year. I don't know. I don't even know. All I know is I said, just like I used to do at GameStop, I would say, this is what I want. Tell me if it's worth getting the membership. Am I going to save more getting the membership than not? And she goes, we'll actually pay you $14 to get the membership. So I was going to save $29. I think the membership may have been $15, and I was going to save $29. So it paid for the membership plus a more savings. So we got that. And so when I walked in, it said clearance, an extra 50% off if you're non-member, 70% off if you're a member. Well, how many of you live near a Camping World? How many of you have ever gone in sourcing at Camping World? Like, I've driven by this Camping World a bazillion times, but there's all of these campers in the front, and I've never even thought, oh, I should go in and start sourcing there. So I wasn't even thinking sourcing until I saw that sign, and I pulled out my phone and the Amazon app, and I told my husband, I'll be a minute. I got to go check. And I was walking around scanning some clearance stuff, and it was just kind of really oddball things. And then I was reading the sign again, and it said clearance or whatever. It had like a comma, apparel, footwear, fishing gear. So it wasn't just the clearance. So I read that again, and I'm like, am I reading this right? Are all these things on clearance? So I brought these items. So can you see these right here? So they are Darn Tough socks. So I brought these Darn Tough socks up to somebody who was working in the fishing department. And I said, are these 70% off if I'm a member? Are these 70% off? And he says, yes. I was like, what? 70% off Darn Tough socks? So for those who know socks, these are lifetime warranted socks. So if you wear heels. If you wear out the heels like I do, because my feet are so dry on the heel, they will replace them for free. So I called my daughter, FaceTimed her, and I'm like showing her the whole section. And I said, they're 70% off, 70% off the regular price. So these are normally $20, and I got them for like $5. And so this is what I got. So there's men. So they only had, oh, these are women's. So they only had size large in the women's left. These are, everything I got was large. And then the men's only had extra large. So the large go from a 10 to an 11.5, which my daughter loves these socks. She wants them every year for Christmas, but I can never find them on sale, and paying $20 is ridiculous. So I picked up a bunch for her and for myself, but I picked up a bunch to sell. So I scanned them all, and anybody who was listed on Amazon, I cleared the rack and bought them all, filled up a cart with some shoes, which you see over here, some shoes, or actually boots, I should say. And then I cashed out. I saved $2,000. And I told my husband, I think I'm going to go back in and keep scanning, because I didn't get a chance. I was actually thinking I was going to get up there and they were going to tell me, no, they're not really that price. But they scanned up at that price. And I thought, oh my gosh. So I overheard somebody talking, and he was saying that they're doing away with apparel at Camping World. So if you have a Camping World, I would go check it out. They a lot of the Gander Mountains around here turned into Gander RV, and Gander RV, I think, merged with Camping World. So if you had a Gander Mountain, you might have a Camping World in that spot now. That's where this one is. So then I also picked up so I'm ungated in Columbia. So I picked up, these are Columbia, is it PFG? Like something fishing gear? I don't know. But these are fishing shirts. So I picked up, these are extra larges. They all bring a really, really good profit. A really good profit. I picked up, so I got some, let me go grab it. Hold on. And I'll put these away. All right, and I picked up, again, this is Columbia. This is a 2X coat. So this one has a price tag of $100. So I paid $30 for it. And I got this one. Another nice thick one. This one was $180, so whatever 30% of that is. All right. And then I'm not going to show you all of these, but I picked up some boots. These boots are made so they're keen. And these are, I think these are the steel toe ones. Yeah, these are steel toe boots, men's boots, size 11. So these were, I don't know how much they were. So I paid $45 for these. Let me tell you how much they're selling for on Amazon. Size 11. What's 11D? Is D normal? Because M is normal, isn't it? Like a medium width. I don't know what a D width is. So these are selling for $125 on Amazon. I paid $45 for them. So I have these I'm sending in. Oh, and so prepping them. I use that saran wrap and wrap the box because I didn't want to just tape the box. The boxes have these holes in them. So anything that has holes, you're supposed to polybag. And my polybags did not fit this. I have, if anybody is a size 11, 9, or 9.5 men's that needs hiking boots, and I only have the 11 or the steel toe ones. And then I have hiking boots that are, I think they were hiking. Yeah, hiking boots that were, I think, that were size 9 and 9.5 of men. They are Merrell brand. And then I have women's 9, 9.5, and 6. That's all they had. So they were, oddball sizes. So these are size 6. These are Columbia. Yeah, these are Columbia boots. So I got these. So the thing is, most of these items were marked down. So for instance, some of the boots that I bought were $199. No, $129.99 normally. And then they were marked down to $89. So then I got 70% off the $89 price. So it was even more than 70% off the regular price. So it was a really good thing. And then when I looked them up on Amazon, a lot of them are selling for like the $129 selling price. So I haven't looked these up yet. I just grabbed these. Let's see how much these are selling for. I don't know how much I paid for these though. So I'm also checking. They took off like the, what do they call them? The security tags. And I'm also making sure that none of them have soil from being tried on in the store. And I'm making sure that they're the size that's inside the box, which I know that when I bought these, they checked that. They made sure they were matched. And they took off because all of them had some type of security tag inside. But when I walked out the store, something dung. And I don't know if it was just from maybe the price tag of something didn't, like the shirt or something or the jacket. But these were, all right, so these were $80 originally. So I would have paid 30% off that. Well, they may have been cheaper. I don't have my receipt right here. Oh, UPS delivered my my thing, my griddle. So I paid $24 for these. So let me put them in Inventory Lab and let's see how much they're going for right now. These are size 6. So again, they're a very odd size. I paid 24. Hold on, 24 times 8%. Because I paid tax. $25.92. This is what I'm going to put in. I may have actually paid less than that because a lot of the stuff was on sale. So these are going for $64.95 right now. So I'll make $21.66 on these. So that's not quite half, but I bet you I paid less than the less than 70% off this price. I got to find my receipt and see. So that's what I've been doing. So I got Merrill, Keen, and Columbia brand shoes. So I'm just saying, if anybody needs any, let me know, and I definitely would give you a good deal. And women's 6, 9, 9.5. Although you don't have long because I'm going to be shipping these in. Or I could always do multi-channel fulfillment once they hit the warehouse and send them to you that way. Or there's men's are 9, 9.5, and 11. So on the men's, those are all the women's. Where did I put the men's? Maybe I haven't done all the men's yet. Well, I guess I got 4 pairs of those 11s. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab another pair. I can't squeeze through here. It's getting narrow. Right, let me put those there. That there. Okay. I just realized I actually have the other ones here. Oh, bye, Laura. See you later. I do have these. So they said they were kids. Boy, these look big for a kid. They said they were a youth. Yeah, they're a kid size 6. They look big though. But so I got these. And I lied about the hiking boots for men's. I don't have hiking boots. I thought I did. So these boots were $100. I guess, yeah, because these are higher than hiking boots. These are the men's boots that I got. These are a 9, I think. They're called the Bugaboot, the Bugaboot 3. So those are the ones I got for the... How do you even fit in here? You don't. I gotta play around with you. Those were $100 originally. So I got them for $30. What a deal! I wish they had my size. I got big feet. I take a size 10. So they didn't have my size, and they didn't have my husband's, but my daughter takes a 9.5. So I gotta actually pull a pair out, hang on to them for her, and not send them in, so she can try them on next time she comes. That's it. I'm interested in men's 9, 9.5, and possibly one of the men's heavy jackets. So both of the jackets are a 2X, and both of those. And let me see what the other Where did I do the other 9.5? Those are 6. I thought I had 9.5. Those are the bugaboo. So maybe I only have 9 in men's, not 9.5. Because I thought, hold on. I think these are Keens. These are 6. Oh. No, those are women's. Those were women's. Those are the bugaboo. Those are 6s, and those are all women's. All right, so I guess I only got 9. Size 9. All I got is size 9. Barbara, if you want something, send me an email and we can talk about it. Let me. My email in here. I'll make sure I check it today. As Holly knows, I don't check my email on a regular basis. She'll send me something and it's like days and I'll reply back. I always feel bad, Holly, just so you know, when I'm like, oh, it's been days since I replied to Holly. I'm going to open up my email right now so I don't forget to check it. And there's probably an email in here from Holly. Nope, there's not. Good, I didn't miss it. Oh, but I got a payment from Google, so that's even better. I'll have to check that. All right, that is all I got, folks. So that's what I'm doing is I'm packaging the rest of those boots. I need to saran wrap them. 12 o'clock, though, I am going to make a mail run. Hope my husband doesn't have my car. Otherwise, maybe it would be him. If it was urgent, I would text you. Perfect. Yes, definitely text me if it's urgent. I think that's it. That's it. That's all I have. So that's what I'm working on. Trying to think of what else I may have bought there. So I have a bunch of socks, all different varieties. Those were the best. For me, that was like, I was in heaven because that's what I could personally use. Now the boots, the ROI on those boots is amazing. Some of those boots I'm making like 60, 75, $80 on each pair, which is really, really good. Really good. They had more there, but they either didn't come up on Amazon. The rank was really bad on them, which is kind of hard because who's buying winter boots right now? But some of these are still selling. The rank was still good enough for me to pick them up. Or I was gated. So I was trying to think of the brand that there was that I couldn't get ungated in. Let me see if I can see. I was so ticked because I couldn't get it. Where do I find my applications? I probably have to look online. I kept applying. I was surprised by the brands. I actually applied for some. View selling applications. Let me tell you the brands I applied for and got ungated in. Oh, I can't get ungated in BioWorld, man. So Keen. So I was ungated in Keen, but I had to reapply to get ungated in Keen Utility branded, which were the ones with the steel toe. High Tech brand. I got ungated in High Tech. Merrill. I was not ungated in Merrill. I am now. I cannot get ungated in Carhartt. I've got to find a supplier for Carhartt. There's so many times I've scanned and asked and don't get that. So Darn Tough. I applied for Darn Tough socks and I got that. Browning, and I applied for Browning. I think that was it that trip. I think I just heard my husband. So good. Maybe he'll go to the post office for me. But I do got to go get boxes at Lowe's. So I'll probably run out. Yeah, so that's pretty much, if I scanned it and I was gated, I asked to be ungated and I got ungated. Hopefully that's no problem. Okay, that's it. Hey, Zen. Hello and goodbye, Zen. Didn't know you were lurking back there. do you guys like this time? Do you like me going at 10 o'clock? I know for like, I saw Doyle and Anissa and Charlie, you guys were in Beer to Pickers chat this morning. So I know it interrupts with his show. I'll go back, and he reads the chat, but he doesn't always read the chat. So I feel like rewatching his show is not, it's not as bad as some shows. I feel like, you want to watch them live because it's so interactive. Like Walter Noblock, or how WBK, whatever Walter's last name. I'm probably messing up his last name. His show, he's so interactive with his chat that it's one of those things where you want to be in his chat because he's so interactive. Where with Scott, him and Steve will talk about whatever topic, and they even admitted at one time, Steve was like, I can't even see the chat because of his eyesight. So, I try not to go when there's other people live, but you can't because there's always somebody live, and a lot of them cross over. So I'm trying to think about changing maybe Wednesdays to the 10 o'clock time. I think it might work okay with my schedule. I don't know. My schedule's just been wacky since my trip, so who knows? So I was thinking maybe on Wednesdays I'd give that a shot. Interrupted my hay mowing. Smells so good out here. Super hot, and I mowed through a patch of wild onions. Ooh. I love the smell of hay. Makes me sneeze though, as well as grass. That, I bet you that's got to be. I've always thought that would be a good job. Like I would love to be on a tractor mowing a hayfield. Like I would love it. Now I wouldn't like it in the spring when the fawns are out there, and you hit a fawn because they don't get up and run. They hunker down, and unfortunately, so many end up dying from the farmers haying their fields. But what are you going to do? So that stinks. Hope you have air conditioning. You said super hot, but if you don't, you got to get one of those tractors that have air conditioning in them. It's probably so expensive. I can't even imagine how much just the equipment to run a farm is. Your seed spreader and your stuff to spray for the weeds, and then your hair and your balers, and I don't even know what all of it's called. And then your stuff that cuts the corn down or whatever you're planting. Soybeans. I'm seeing more and more soybeans. I couldn't believe how many soybeans we saw when we went cross country. So many fields are soybeans now. All right. Thanks, Phil, for jumping in, by the way. I'm going to say goodbye and see y'all later. And I should be back on Monday, and we'll see you and do this all again. All right. Have a great day and see you then. Bye.